Coda has come out with a new custom compose column for your tables. It makes sending custom notifications or messages to the people you work with far easier than before. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about it. Let's go. All right, I'm going to show you how to use the new Coda Compose column, as well as show you how to send custom notifications along with automations, a question that a lot of people have, and honestly, you're going to need. So stick along with me. So these here is a table of tasks, and our scenario is that the tasks are not started, but we want to let the assignee, Emily Wilson, Michael Miller, know when a task is ready for them. So we're going to run an automation that says when this task moves to ready, go ahead and send this person a message or an email with that task information. So first, what we're going to use is our new compose column. This is going to be a way to customize the message that's sent to them. I'm going to hold it in here because it's going to make it easy for us to just make that message custom. So I'm going to title that message, and what we're going to do now is use a new column type all the way down here towards the bottom called compose. This replaces the formulas concatenate and format. Not replaces, but it's just an easier way to access what those formulas did in the first place. So when you open it up, you get this. You have settings and compose. Settings we won't really worry about. Mostly compose, we're going to be able to make a message. So what we're going to want to say is you can just start typing here, hey there, and then there's two different ways to insert custom information in here. The first is simply the @ symbol. You can see that right here, write and use @. Let's use the @ symbol. This references everything inside of our table. So I can say, hey there, assignee name, for example. You'll see that's the preview. If I click out, you'll see there I get a custom message so far for every row. But there's some other ways that we can enter information in here as well. Let's say we didn't want their name, but we just wanted their first name. And so we want to run a formula inside of here. You don't just have to use @ to reference the columns themselves, but you can actually reference formulas. So I'm going to use my equal sign to pop open a formula editor in here. Now I'm going to say assignee name. Notice that returns Sophia Anderson. What I'm going to do is split that. It's a formula in Coda called split. It basically takes what is a string or just a text value and turns it into a list based off a certain piece. So I'm going to do it off of a space. So notice now I have a list of two values, Sophia and Anderson. Got a list of two. I only want the first one, her first name. Let's say first. Boom. So now that's going to say, hey there, Sophia. You can see as I go through and look at the previews, I'm grabbing the first name from each individual. Let's go down now and get them a message. We're just going to say a new task is ready to complete. Here is the task details. And then we can simply say task name. We can use our @ symbol to pull up the task name, and we can say due date, and we can say @due date. All right, so there we go. Now you'll see that we have a custom message here that can be sent. What we'd want to do next is, of course, hide this because you don't need the message on the actual task table that they're going to be engaging with. But next, we're just going to set our automation to run based off that. So we'll say, here we go. Let's start a new one. Let's do an automation that goes off of a row change. We have to choose the table first. Next, we're going to choose the status. What we're going to do is we only want this to run when something changes to ready. So right now, this automation will trigger every time this status column changes, no matter what it changes to. So what we're going to want to do is add a condition that will stop the automation from running if it's not ready. So what we're going to say is if step one result. So step one result is actually, you can tell by these 3 dots here, a row. Specifically the row in here, there's a big 1. You'll notice, hello, big 1. And what you'll see there is it's the row that triggered the automation itself. So step one result is whichever row triggered this automation, I've got a bunch of information about that row. So I'm going to say if that row specifically, and if that row's status value is not equal to ready, or if it is equal to ready, we only want it to go if it is ready. So hey, only if it's ready, then what we want to do is we want to Pax, I'm going to email myself. You could use Slack, you could use Gmail, you could even use Discord, but I'm going to use an email to equal step one result dot assignee, not name. No, we got email. We're going to go down to subject. I'm going to press the equal button again. No, actually, I don't need the equal button. Let's just do new task ready for completion. All right. Next up, content is going to be equal to step one result dot custom. Nope, not custom, just message. So that was the message that we used to create this. And with that, when we turn this on, every time one of these status changes, an email is going to be sent to that person with that custom message. So that is how you use the new Coda Compose column and send custom messages and use it to send custom messages or notifications to your staff or colleagues. Peace out.